Okay, what we have here is a 2002 Dodge Caravan vehicle, and this was brought to us from another shop. It has a 3.3 liter engine, and right now this vehicle is in one gear. It will not shift, so it's in a fail-safe mode or limp-in mode. So it's our job now to try to find out what is causing this problem. So the first thing is to put it on a scanner. Okay, we're going to go to the enhanced side of the scanner first to see what we can see. Okay, some vehicles who may be 2005 or maybe older than 2005 may not be able to get an automatic scan, so you have to put it into the scanner manually, which is no problem. We're doing that. Pick the control unit, powertrain, and TCM, transmission control module. Now let's see what it's telling us. Okay, read codes, and it's telling us the transmission is in fail-safe or limp-in mode, which is it won't shift, it's in one gear. So we read the code and we see that it says a B0041, which is a low reverse solenoid circuit problem. So we're going to go to the OBD2 side and see what that says. Now here at the OBD2, it will give us the generic version of the Chrysler solenoid, or the Chrysler code, excuse me, which would be a P07 something code. Should be anyway. Okay, come on. We read the code, and stored codes show us that it is P0750 shift solenoid A. So shift solenoid A on the generic OBD2 side means low reverse solenoid circuit.
Yeah. The input speed sensor wires are out, but I'm not getting a code for that. But I'm getting a code, I guess, for the most important. So there's a priority here. The low reverse solenoid circuit is the priority. Since these are out, what I'm going to end up doing is putting a pigtail here to fix this connector. Before I do that, I'm going to go with the low reverse solenoid circuit first. Now it could be that the solenoid pack down here is hard to see, but down there is bad. What I'm going to do though is do an ohms test, And since I know that these computers have a problem, they're underneath the wheel well with this Dodge, I'm going to do the electrical test, the ohms test right there by the computer. That'll give me a chance to see how it looks also. And if there's a lot of corrosion there, I'm going to replace it. So we're going to go right here, which that's where the driver's side here. I'm going to take this tire off. So you're going to have to jack the car up like I got here. I'm going to take this tire off, take this off, and get to that computer. Okay. I hate these type of lug nuts because what happened is over time this part seemed to balloon out and it's hard to get the socket on all the way, or if you do put it on all the way, it's hard to get it off. So if you want to replace these when you take yours out, be my guest. Take this tire off. What we're going to is this here. Computer is somewhere in here, should be anyway. Let's see. Yeah. Got some bolts right here that you have to take off, some nuts, screws, excuse me. Right here. What? Right away, I don't like the way this computer looks. Look at that, you see how corroded the bolts themselves are. Those bolts holding that on, they've already broken through here. Broken here. That doesn't mean the inside is bad though. Now this connector is off like that. I wonder who been in here. Now this transmission comes from, or this vehicle come from a different shop. They tried to fix it and they ran into a problem, but I can see, you know, as I showed you up top where it had the input speed sensor wires off. That's one problem, but the reverse solenoid circuit was the other. So don't like the way that computer looks. See how this stuff is coming off. This is what the corrosion does. It's coming off the computer. I end up taking that out anyway, but first it says circuit code. I'm going to see if I can see if I can ohm test this here. So now what you gotta do, take this off. It's almost off anyway. Pull these out. And in the back here, you have to find the wires that support the low reverse solenoid. Shift solenoid A is the generic code. Low reverse is the generic term. Low reverse is the correct.
Okay, what we have here is the diagram, which you need a wiring diagram, and we're looking at the low reverse solenoid circuit that goes down to the solenoid that's on top of the transmission. We're going to have to ohm these two wires, or ohm the solenoid using these two wires. The other wire, which is the voltage feed, goes up to the transmission relay right there. So what we're looking at is 17 that we're going to have to tie into, and 20, which is a dark green with a white. 17 is yellow with an orange. You can use 16, yellow with an orange, because both are the trans relay out. They tie in together. But you have to get to the low reverse solenoid here, which is the dark green with the white.
Okay. What I'm gonna do here, let's test this here. I got the pins in 17, which you can get from right here. There's a yellow with an orange and a green with a white. Okay, it's number 20, which you can see right here, which is 20, compact 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. So then, what I do